Facebook and Twitter. We're just waiting for a couple of other platforms, and we will get going. As always, this is where I would really benefit from old music. Oh, no, we're on everything. Here we go. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Yeah. Today's objectives. We've got detailing the Typhoon. We've got some canopy work that needs to be done on the, well, both the Lancaster and the Halifax, so we'll get onto that. And a wee bit of assembly on our utility truck. And away we will go. Now, something I should do while I think. Boom and boom. And that's just getting my chats up. I can't see the chat channels. I can't answer the chat channels. What can I tell you? Now, next, I guess I should get the Mr. Minpins. How you doing, buddy? I've been. How far through that video did you get? Yeah, he's a bit dry as a presenter, but he certainly knows his stuff, eh? Now, excuse me a brief moment. I don't know if you watched it in its entirety, but I also like the fact that he wasn't shy of calling Dresden what it was and saw it for what it was, you know. I think he showed really good in-depth knowledge. Like I said, bit dry as a presenter, but if you can get past that. Yeah, it's quite fascinating, really. A lot of it. Yeah, I was certainly illuminated to a few facts. That's always a good thing. I like learning, I do. Now, I'm speculating because I've actually here's something I've just been thinking about. With regards to the installation of the gun bays. This is what I've been speculating. I'll show you. Now, on the Typhoon, when the gun bays go in, there's like a set posse, bang, put them in there, boom, away you go. I'll give you a slightly camera angle so you can see a bit better what I'm talking about. And there's actually a little, I forgot the actual one of the kits I have extra out. I would be able to show you what I was talking about. Now, look, we don't have that here, and I'm going to need to get my bearings, in fact, once I've sworn these out. What I'm speculating, am I better served to glue them, the gun bays, onto the upper wing, then put that into position? And I think I am, you know, because then I will know it's in position. That's my theory. I've given these their black wash, not just these, but the entire kit, and hit it with some some surfacer, so we're good to go. But I wouldn't mind getting a bit of work done on the canopies as well. Okay. Now. So, but first detailing. What do I want to detail first? Well, any of it's good, isn't it? But I mean, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do first. Is, regardless of anything, I will need certainly an area here done with oily steel. That's where the Canopies will go. And as such, there needs to be a colour there, obviously. So we're looking on that. Something that's I will also check out while I do. Oh, swish. You know what I mean? I'll just set those little extra bits off. There's two little extra, in fact, four. Down. I won't be getting those chunky files, don't worry. They're for heavy work. This is not heavy work. This is a bit rather more delicate. Now, then we can start getting into, well, all sorts of bits and bobs. Where did I put? No. Those up there. You can't see what I'm talking about, but I'm just moving something around to make it a little easier to get to. Now, so, how you been anyway? Good? Just making sure that they do need to, yeah, they do. New dog still sticking to you like glue? Yeah. Let's be a little smoother there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. I've been. Oh, hey, that reminds me something I can quickly show you. Um, Boom. The Halifax has got its brown coat. There you go. What can I tell you? Next today, I'll hit it with the green. Is the plan. Some of my theory of liquid mask worked nicely. Some of it did not. So I've had to hit a bit of blue tack on the side there anyway. Mostly, pretty happy with how it's looking. Thank you. We will get that. I'm a bit grumpy about the seam here, but it is one of Airfix's older pressings. I can let that slide through to the keeper. God, I'm showing a bit of Australian / British linguistics there. Slide through for the keeper, old man. But yeah, it is what it is. The paint job I'm pretty happy with though. But there we go. That's where we're at with the Halifax. It's coming along. It's coming along. I'll put you up here. Yep. Stable as. Now. I was sanding, wasn't I? Yeah. Oops. That little panel there is going to be pretty tricky. In fact, there's a couple of little bits here that are going to be interesting. Of course, that's why I got the surgical scalpels. Those sort of really precise. I have a certain project. Okay. Nice and smooth. Now, Here's a question. Given I'm actually going to take these out before I do anything anyway, as far as detailing goes, should I just get that out the way? I do want to settle into get a bit first. See where we go. Tricky. About 50-50 split on that one. It certainly would, wouldn't it? Hey, I know what I can write it off as, or attribute it to. That particular aircraft got shot down on its last mission. Clearly, it's just taken one of the first of the hits from flak. All right, now I just want to do some painting, just do something nice and cruisy. I like painting; it relaxes. Get those trimmed out later on. Now, what I was going to do, however, was the underwing with some really steel, wasn't I? This I will now do. That phrase, this they now do, cracks a mate and I up. There's a reason for it. It's from a Monty Python thing where there's this rambling monologue by Eric Idle, and if you actually follow it, and I have done it, I've followed the entire thing through, listened carefully to what exactly he's saying. It's just a series of names loosely connected by nothing in particular, and the only consistent theme seems to be, excuse me, I'm just looking for the oily steel, seems to be the mention of a £1 million B-Day given by Hitler to Eva Braun as a bar mitzvah present during a state visit to Crufts. And one stage of the line, this they now do, comes into play. I've knocked this off. I had that nicely glued too. Clumsy Rob. Where is my oily steel gone? Anyway, whenever we, or very often when we're doing something, the phrase, this they now do, we'll trot out. Really? It's fine. No. What can now? I know I haven't put it away. That much I do know. Where is it? Here it is. Deary, deary, mate. Shake, 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 shake. Next bit I know where it is at least. That wasn't meant to happen, but don't let that worry you. It wasn't worrying you, but just don't. Ah. Now, looking a bit closer. All I'm doing here is, with the gun bays in position, so I've seen this on bigger scale kits, where the gun bays could come with it. Excuse me. But I'll need something to back the actual ammunition racks and stuff with, is the theory. Do I want to go for a bigger brush than that? Possibly. I do have one as it happens. I'm not sure what size brush this actually is, but Handy as for all those sorts of occasions where you wish to cover a bit of area. Such as... I don't think I'm going to need to go up to there. But that way I know I've got it covered. It's my theory. Bearing in mind there's an ammunition rack that's going to go quite a way down. One thing I do know about where this colour goes, I need to take it all the way through to the wing, pretty much directly opposite where the guns go. Because ammunition rack, other ammunition rack, cannon exposure, and this actually lifts out. Now, I have to have a bit more of a look at what exactly goes there, but I have seen it done that way, and colour will need to go all the way through there. The theory. Last piece may be a little. We'll cross that bridge at the time. Can't think. Assessing. Yeah, pretty close, but it'll be fine. Looking at where the gun rack goes in relation to different bits. Oops. Alright, there's one part done. Now, these are done. We can lay the base colour down on the cockpit interior, other related areas for that matter. The Tempest cockpit seems to have a little slightly different setup colour-wise than most cockpits of Allied or British cockpits I've seen, which is kind of interesting in terms of where most of them are just green. The Tempest would appear to have a fair slice of black once you get to a certain height. Also, the panels are remarkably clear. Normally, there's quite a lot of little switches and gauges on the sideboard of a cockpit, not so much on the Tempest. Interesting. So that'll give us our back colour. Give that another dose in due course. Once it dries, it'll need a second coating as always. Or for the course, as I'm sure you understand. That's not very greasy at some points. Okay, we'll go let that dry. Now, brush. Now, let's have a look at the cockpit sides on Tempest. Then we'll just do them a wee bit. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Ah. Now, this does not work for an acrylic. This utilize one of our lacquers with. Now, this is what I'm talking. Oh, in fact, there's our line. I'll zoom in. As you can see, there's not really much to work on. Now, that area beneath there, that's going to be where on the backboard we will have our interior green. Above, we're going to go. Now, I don't want to go straight black because that's what we're going to have the dash on. Okay, I've got a Quinn plant. We'll go card black, so flat, dull black. That's what we'll put the dash on. There is a decal for most of the dash, and we will go. You can't see what I'm talking about. The screen there, actually, there we go. Now you can see what I'm talking about. So this line here, beneath, on the very back, we're going to be doing our. That's where the green will go. Above, again on the back, not on the actual bars that you can see there, we will have Kark black, the green black, and then we got the bits above that we'll do magic with. Now, as there's a significant barrier there, I can quite easily and happily do both in one sitting. And I will too. Now, first things first, good people. We shall start by tracking. There we have, kids. British interior. Oh, wait a minute, I think we've got another one over here. Yep. An empty one. Yeah, that's useful. Get rid of that during my coffee break. Now, British interior. The other one I think is Kark black, which I think is this one. Oh, that's standard black. Moment. Chassis black. Not quite. Look, Kark black. Ba, 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 ba. Don't mind me. Yeah. No matter which one we start with, does it? Now, one thing that I do need before starting, coffee. Oh yeah. Now then, we'll get ourselves these. I have a sneaking suspicion I've gotten some paint on my nose. Yeah, sometimes you can see this thing, and you know, what the hell is that? Got paint on my schnoz. Hopefully I can wipe it off during the break as well. Anyway, shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 dee 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 dee. Shake, 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 ba ba da. Shake my paint up. Shake my paint up. Oh dear, that's terrible. Is that on the gang? The return? Not quite mixed up. Return of their graves? They're not even fucking dead yet. Yeah. Starting to get there. The first time I've used this bottle, so it takes a. Because of course you get the thing with the pigment sort of settles in the bottom. Shake that wee bit harder. To get it all. See, it's not quite there. You can see the colour's not quite as pretty as it needs to be. The scary part about it is that it replicates an action that most of us are, the male population anyway, are well familiar with. What's the old joke? 9 out of 10 will admit to it, the other one's a liar. Almost there. Yeah. I could probably use that because the colour's pretty solid up the top there. I'll do a few more shakes just for good measure. One thing I think is kind of cool about this particular aircraft that I discovered, this, I might just pop that. Yeah, they've got little not engine wheel bay things here like you have on any other aircraft, and they seal up. There's actually a little wall to it in this kit. I think that's a wee bit good. I think I should track that down. I'm sure I get that painted. Because I think that'll look cool. That's my take. I'm Ken Brackman. But also it's going to need to be painted anyway. So yeah. What part is that? I'll just check that for my own identification to make sure I get, because that'll be interior green as well. I might as well. Sure. Yep, here we go. Top speed 435. I'm just looking at this. 435 miles an hour. Up to 1,000 pounds of bombs. That's not a bad payload, you guys. Now, anyway. So, aha. 2 parts in question. Here we go. D8 and A16. Maybe. They even confirm for us here quite happily. 78 with 33 on top. That all works. That's their, or the terminology they designate for the colours using Humbrol. I'm using a different one, so all will be well. Alrighty. So that confirms my question, or could answer my question and confirm certain things for us. Marvellous stuff, but now let's get this done. Right. There we go. Off my hands. Don't want to get that on the kit. Now, I'm going to be painting here. Yeah. About there, I reckon. Work. You'll see what I'm doing. Now, goggles. Get a fairly crisp one. Do the job, I think. Bit of view for you. So, even go up to here. Establish our interior. Bit. Little. There we go. So, what I want to do is get all these pots better suited. There we go. Try not to get I am going to go for a smaller brush. This is a little too big. Clean it. I'll be back on camera in a minute. Alright. Alright. Much better. Stars. Oops. Slight adjustment to camera. Yeah, just Alright. Right. Alright. This will hopefully. And another thing I should probably hit with a fair bit of Tira Green is this, in actuality. Because that is that's the edge of the wheel bay, and that will be interior green. Right. Alright. Once I've done this top rack, or top row, we'll go on to the other side. The idea here, what I'm trying to achieve, is giving it the back colour so that it'll highlight everything else comes after. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Yeah. Slightly tidy my brush up is good. I've got something on it. That's just a bit of well, crap that was presumably in the pot before I got started. Alright. May as well, for good measure. Actually, no, I'll do that when I do. There's a little portion there, but I'll do that with a bigger brush when I do the wheelbase. So, next, the other side. Fundamentally exactly the same. So, okay. Go down a bit lower with the green there. All right. Now, I'll try and paint that way, or that way. I'm not sure why it makes any difference to me, to be perfectly honest. But I do find it easy. Be alright. Dominantly right-handed, so maybe that's a thing. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Right. Now, this, as far as it goes, we'll probably just get the backboard of the cockpit done today. That's fine. I'm quite comfortable with that. We can get that. Any other bits of interior green done. The dark black applied. Be happy with that as an outcome on the Typhoon. Then we can get onto the canopies. Canopy. Now, next. A quick squizzlies at something. Basically, that's one piece. I thought it was two pieces. It's big one big piece. Interesting. Just dawned on me. You might see what I was talking about then. This. Long. Right. Yeah. Almost done. I usually find the base colour is actually the hardest. That's where you got to actually reach past everything. Get into where you want to get your colours in. Yeah. Right. Christian's food has been placed next to me. Ah, it's a piece of fruit. My housemate has clearly required the use of half a Tangelo. It wishes me not to tell you where the other half is going. It's never obscene. It's just going in with either a vodka or tequila would be my guess. Entirely his prerogative if that's how he chooses to get his vitamin C. Alright. There we go. Now down this end. It's a little bit of oops, might zoom me out a bit. Alright. This one. A couple of other parts over here that need now, we've also got our chair here. That would be the chair support. Now, either got an extra bit or it's missing a bit. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Inches. Pilot's chairs up generally. Why am I bothering doing the bottom? I don't know. Not like anyone's going to see that now, is it? Never mind. Right. Bit more through. Around the front and up and around there. All right. Coming together. Give it a short. All right. There we go. Now, other green bits that were probably best done with this one. Now, quick squizzlies at some assembly instructions here, kids. Two things, in fact. Going. Ah, that's interesting. It does only meant to have. It's only meant to have one widget there. Okay, 16 and D8. Okay, that's what I was looking for. But yeah, that part does need to be green, and that's as it should be. Certainly good. Oh, this is the wall to the wheelbase. That too will be interior. Standard color. Now, also need to locate whilst I think of it. The D11. D8. Part we're looking for. Being. Who's this? Frame D. D8 we're looking for. D8. There we go. Fantastic. May even dressed in plastic. That go that way. Hang on a moment. Just making sure which side I need to paint it on. Otherwise I may end up looking kind of silly. Right. That makes sense. Because that needs to be this. Otherwise, where would the wheel go? Well, it's here a different colour. But we'll go standard. All right. Now, yeah, lots of these. Need to be interior green. Do them with a bigger brush. Just make sure which side we got to do them. And other bits might need to be that colour. Most of which I will do with a bigger brush, but voice. Squizzlies at the wheelbase. The small bits there that need to be, yeah. Ah, indeed. 15, D14. Right. Would be the inside of them that would be that colour. Right. Alrighty. Okay, decisions made. So, these, they don't need to be, they're a different colour altogether. They are the other halves of those. And these are the extension of those. So, check one last couple of details. Probably. But 19. Okay. 15 and 16. Right. So, right. I've found out the information I require. Where it curves away. That's the inside. Not sure whether I've done it in 3 pieces like that. Well, I can see what I've done 2, but I'm not quite sure why the 3rd one was necessary. Either as it. All right. Now, well, I'm going to say, now that I think about it, I can save myself a shitload of time and hassle here by changing my brush. This I now do. Oh, then once I've got all of that done, the bigger brush, it won't take long. I'm going to go for a bit of a walk and stretch that back out. Stretch my back out. Whoa. All right. Alrighty. We will go with. We'll go the whole box of dice. We'll go for the chunky one. Done. And a bit. Quite a nice colour, interior green, I find. That's an opinion. Um, now, right. Now, we'll do. Most of it's done. Giggity. Yeah. Now. Okay, pop this up here to dry. Now, I might as well do those other spots that I was. Yeah. All right. Oh God, my back is really not happy. We definitely, in fact, almost definitely get up and go for a walk. Talk about just getting up and moving around would do me the world of good. You're very what it used to be. Now, almost there. What I've got to do is a few little spots. Indeed. Around. Finally, some coffee. But at least the pack will be moved around. That's the plan. Now, alright, this way. All the way around. Right. Righty. Also dawned on me there is in fact one other area. Given a very serious fact, there's a whole stack. Given a bit of a with interior green. Precision there. Because it is actually different in the US interior. Right. That's that. Now, other bits. So we'll pop this up here to dry. Something that occurred to me is that we'll back up. It would be well advised. That a bit of a going. It won't show too much, but it'll make the cockpit look that little bit nicer. Just those little bits that make the difference to me. Alrighty, that's that. Now, also need to do to go and take a break first because my back is paying the fuck out of me. Hey, you dumb cunt, is what it's saying to me. Let's clean this brush first. Now, we're actually getting quite a lot done overall. Kind of happy about that. Yeah. I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, I'm back. Now, let's get these ones. At least we'll get the base colours for most of the detailing down, in fact. So that will be good. After that, it gets a little easier. Base colours are pretty much time consuming, I find. Pretty clear with the where the frame is and where the alright. Alrighty. Uh, move these little compartments. But it'll look great when it's done. Alright. I've just been told we're doing tacos next week. Why are we doing tacos next week? The reason for this, I can probably not best tell you on the internet. It relates to a game he's playing. Yes. Not polite conversational stuff. What? Like I said, if I can get all the base colors down today, I'll actually be pretty happy. Excuse me very quickly. No, it will not be. Just realised I was back and I'd forgotten to put my head microphone on. Mind. It actually proved to be convenient as I needed to converse. So, right. Now, I'm going to get through the first one. Tell you, between the amount of detailing I like to put in and the extra bits I'm going to be putting in, I certainly have made a bit of a rod for my own back with this sort of a deal. There we go. So, here is this one. Over to the next one. Ba, ba, ba. There's a bit more I can do. Dear. Uh, all right. So, final analysis. Ah, there we go. Now, probably need to go with that same bit as well. Yeah. Will just make it all very tidy. But there we go. So when I go around that, I'll do it with one of the colours that I'll do for these main struts. Plan. Round the outside, round the outside. Ish. Once these are done, I may as well do the cark black in the side of the fuselage. Actually, no, I need to do a little bit here too. Once fuselage, all the base coats for our Tempest are done. That's going to make the rest of the detailing very. All right. Making good progress overall, however. Oh, wow. Well, what I'm going to do. Later than I thought. I will. The time I'll get these done will be 11:30. What I'll do. I will continue on till such time as I have the cark black on as well. Then, as I said, base coats are done. Alright. Look really nice. Feel the detail in it. Work really comes into its own is after the fact. Yeah. All right. The reason I'm not too phased about hanging around to do the Cark Black, apart from, as I said, then we will be done on the base coats. Don't think there's that much Cark Black to actually be done. Now, um, come to here. Oops, I didn't mean to. Anyway, so then not there. There. Ah, 4 more to do. Then too much. All is them onto the Cark Black. Alright. Last one. Then a bit on the top. That will correspond to the floor or part of the cockpit floor at least. Alrighty. Now on this side, very quickly. A lot of that probably won't show, but at least I've sort of covered my bases there. Therefore, I can say I have ensured that the colours will be thorough and consistent. There is, in fact, one other piece I could, if I can drag it down, instead of putting some interior green on, part of the footrest. But I don't have to. I can do we'll do these Cark Black joins, which will be silver, but natural steel. Then we'll help them. Probably use those two colours on the whatchamacallit. What is the whatchamacallit? On the footrests. There we go. Because they are consistent. Pardon me. Yeah. Final. Bit more perhaps. All right. So that's that one largely ready to rock. Pop this time being. Good. Now, brush. Alrighty. Then, better put the fuselages up here. It's just the card black on the fuselage. Hmm. And in fact, that would also be on dash. So, clean brush. Brush. Or rinse brush rather. Then, shall I, oops, almost losing some stuff there. Then we shall apply the black. That in place, I will wind up the string. Yeah. Too much of it. Should be plenty. This one. Oh, hey kitty guy, how you doing? I'm putting the base colors down, the detailing on the Typhoon. They go from British interior green to sort of a black color up there. I'm doing that now. I've gotten pretty much most of the green in position. I've even, well, some I'm going to need to, yeah, that's the grease oily steel that I'll be putting underneath the gun bays when they go in. When I put the finish putting the card black on, yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. When I've got the carc back on, I'll show you where I'm at with the Halifax. We've got the brown on. So yes, let's get this carc back on, shall we? Go into here. Okay. Two. Righty. Wonder why they started doing this. Typically on RAF aircraft, green right the way across. German aircraft tend to have grey. Indeed, they're a German grey. Who would have thought, eh? But this is a little unusual for a single-engined RAF aircraft. Nonetheless, here we go. Don't mind the way it looks. I think it looks all right. So happy, happy, joy, joy. But again, rack that back in. Usually that more of a another one rides a bus. Another one cracks the back. Another one cracks the back. Another spine crack. Another spine crack. Way. All right. Now, something else that's a bit quirky about this. More of a quirk of this kit. Quite interesting. The methodology, they've got the actual interior of the cockpit here. It's quite separate from the main fuselage, which is a little strange. Now, I'm going to go underside here with the black, but the others are parts of that we're going to put different colours. Yeah, so now that would be that part done. We'll roll over to this side. Here. Mm-hmm. Ah. Oh. Here. Once I've gotten cockpit bits that are dark black. Yeah. I've done a bit of what my housemate refers to as Google foo. And looked at it and thought, well, I actually saw it done a few ways. But on the actual assembly instructions, it confirms interior green, black, which certainly is unusual. But what it is, what it is, you know. I'll just a moment. I'll just finish this portion. Yeah, even on here we go. In fact, it even shows you a bit. Can you see? Probably, yeah. 78 is interior green. 33 is their flat black using Humbrol. Now I'm obviously not using Humbrol, but at the end of the day, yeah, there you have it. It's an odd looking. Because normally, regardless of what service it's flying in, it's just one colour. Use either US green or British interior or German grey. This is the first one I've done that. Actually, no, the Lancaster interior. Bits that are more visible from the outside tend to have this same sort of a black. But as the cockpit goes further back, you get more of the interior green. However, this is the first single-engined aircraft I've had that does this sort of thing, paint-wise. Yeah, it is. There would have to be a reason for it, you would think. It's not just something that, oh no, well caught with the, well, stop dropping the bloody thing. Yeah, there'd be a reason for it. It just wouldn't be something sort of, hey, this will look cool. Or at least you would have thought so. So I would be curious to find out what the reason was. Again, you'd think there was one. So what that reason is an entirely different matter. What I'll do is I'll clean this brush, get a bigger brush, and start getting a bit vigorous at some of the bigger areas, because there are a couple of other areas that need to be hit with this black. And as such, I may as well, it'll be easier with a bigger brush. That's the bottom line here. Pardon me. Now, we'll go with that one. Did well before. I'm quite happy with it. This is actually in its own way. I don't use this brush very often. I don't often paint surfaces that are big enough to merit that. However, it comes down to the nitty-gritties of having a bigger area. Bit of a winner. Good to have. Yeah. What I'm thinking is, as it goes black to here, this underside piece here that is where the cockpit goes, you'd have to assume would also be black. So to the end, do that. Will be the plan. I don't know. I'd have to. There'd have to be a site where you could find that sort of data out. I know that sometimes really strange looking paint jobs were for a specific purpose, you know, like for example, I have reason to believe, don't quote me as gospel on this next one, that if an aircraft was being set up for high altitude work, it frequently had, I think it was a pink paint job, because of the light refraction. Yeah. Now, if that's bollocks, and it could be. Like I said, don't quote me on. But if it's true, that's an interesting little fact. And it sort of illustrates that sometimes unusual things about paint jobs have a good cause or good reason. Okay. Now that'll give us, I bet you. Oh no, because that goes in to hold the thing in. Anyway, now the other bit that needs to have that same black is the dash. Sadly, there's no possibility of me doing any dash detailing on this, just blank. The rest of it is just going to be supplied by a decal. It's a bit of a rip in my eye. Other bit I should probably consider. Moment. It is. It's on this part. Okay. I'm looking for the whatchamacallit. Yeah, the whatchamacallit. That's helpful, isn't it? There's a bit that glues onto the dash that needs to be black as well. I'm not quite sure what part that actually you'd call it, to be honest. Give me a moment and I'll find it and I'll point it out to you. Probably seeing straight past it. Up there. There. Like a little hanging-on-y thing. I believe that's the technical term for it. A hanging-on-y. Hang on. Where are my distractions? That'll tell us exactly where to find it. I'm looking for E7. E7. C. A. B. Deary me. What was the last one, isn't it? D. For fuck's sake, really? Where's the other one gone? Hang on. I'm gonna have to stand up and find it. That's a bit annoying. That is the last bit that needs to be black. The bit that the frame is the one I'm looking for. Really? 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 Rump, rump, rump. Alright, where to put it? Put it somewhere dumb, obviously. Wouldn't lift out the ship out of the. Give me a moment, guys. It's starting to give me the heaves. Oh, god damn, standing up. Now, let's find this. Not there. I'm looking for frame E. Frame D. A. No, that's B. What the hell? I had them all here, like, before the stream. Now they've gone and played hide and seek on me. Fucking Marvin. How does that even happen? Now I'm going to start getting grumpy with myself. Dear oh dear. Really? Alright, let's start pulling shit up. I'm looking. The irritating part about this, guys, is I'm looking for one bloody part. One set of screws. Anyway, seriously, this is very frustrating. I'm sure it must be frustrating for you guys as viewers, which is only pissing me off all the more. Where the fuck did I put it? Yeah, so well, yeah, I've lost a sprue, like a whole. Um, and it doesn't make sense as to where this has gone. I don't want to have to go going on a seek and destroy mission um, right now, but I may have to. Um, hang on a moment. Okay. Look, this is now getting officially annoying and officially concerning because I will need it. I mean, there's actually another way. Hang on. Let's stay calm. I have a cunning plan, kids. Yes, I do. Give me a moment. Somewhere in here, I'll have an identical part. I'll just use that one. If I can't find the part I'm looking for. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, don't tell me it's not in here. That's now officially doing my head in. Really? Surely you can't be serious. Okay, look. I will not be defeated. Come here. Come here, you. I will find it. There it is. Found it. Right. I'm going to go and see if I can find that other sprue, but, oh, I tell you, man. Really fine effort on life. I'm doing my head in. The only part I was actually looking for, it's a small part, but an important one, is this. What holds the dash in place. Why wouldn't you just have it right next to the dash? Heaven forbid. Still doing my head in. Why? That's typhoon stuff doesn't need to be around. That's typhoon stuff doesn't need to be around. Dear, dear, dear. Now, getting back to business, kids. Here's something I can check. No, okay, the dashes are very, very different. I was looking at that. That one actually gives you some options on detailing, but there is a difference. The way they are set up. Probably won't. Anyway, looking for the only thing I'm actually looking on this is where was it? It's this one. Right. Right. Finally. All right. Once I've got that one done, a bit fortunate that there's pretty much an identical piece in Typhoon kits. Highly frustrating. Couldn't find that other bit, but I will try and track it down. Now let's have a backup option. Prepped and ready to go, and it won't slow me down. Now, There was something else I needed to do this colour. There was. Not there, not there. Done that, although done the dash, haven't I? Yeah. Alright, it's them done. No, it's not on the fuselage, it's on the dash. I'll show you in a moment. And it's just one of those things where you think, where the hell could I put, you know? I bet you if once I'm off camera, if I start looking, it'll probably take me 30 seconds to find. I'm just going to go, are you for real? We've all had that experience. But, as I said, at the moment, at least, I have got a replacement part lined up. So there you go. What the part looks like on the instructions, at the moment. And you know, I could probably even get away without the part if I really had to. I'll show you in a minute. That's it. No, if I really had to. Now, Typhoon Tempest assembly instructions are up here. Now, probably a little on that thinner. And also just wipe out that bowl of paint there. Now, it is that part right there. What it supplies is the mirror and the stand. But if you look at it, if I really, really had to, give me a moment. You see, if I really had to, I could probably, it's that part there. It's, hang on. I think I've just been a complete and utter fucking airhead. That is the technical term, kids. Fucking airhead. E is the clear stuff, isn't it? I bet you it is the fucking clear stuff. Let me just get the Typhoon stuff out of the way. Wait for the slapped ahead of you dipshit Robster. Hang on, we haven't found the clear stuff. Be cool, be patient. I bet you that's exactly what it is. Now I can't find that sprue, but I'm not going to put ourselves through a whole stack of searching, but that is almost certainly where it is, I bet you. Where to put the clear stuff? I'll need that for the cockpit, obviously. I'm not going to bother looking for it right now. I can always guarantee. Now that I look at it, E. I can confirm that it would be one of the on the clear sprues. If I go confirm this by yep, the clear stuff, kids. Wakey wakey, hand off snaky sunshine. All that really means I've got to track down the clear parts. They are around here somewhere. I'm not going to be bothered doing that right now. Why? Because I've already done my head in with that sort of tosh. unless it immediately lunges out at me, which it's not. So, hey. But now at least I know what I've got to find, and it won't be hard to find, and all will be well. All right, now, like I said, at least I know what the answer to that little point is. All is good. And breathe. Ha! Hang on a moment. Oh. All right. Well, I've actually got to go get some stuff done. I'm sorry to have wasted so much time at the end there with searching for that piece, but at least now I know where it is, what it looks like, where I'm going to find it. Ah, before I go, beauty guy, yes. Something to show you, buddy. Um, one of my purple. Anyway, yeah, here's the propellers. Here's the state of play with the Halifax. I got the brown on it. I'm hoping to get the green on later today, so we can. Yes, it did. I did actually have it nicely glued on, and I was just clumsily leaving it where it was, and yeah, it got broken again, but I'll fix it. Anyway, yeah, here's the Halifax. So yeah, we'll probably not be too far off getting that done, actually. Once I've got the green on, we've unmasked, obviously there's going to be some touch-ups. My theory with the liquid mask didn't quite hold there, so I've ended up using blue tack, don't care. But once the actual main coats are done, there's not that much more to do on it. It's coming together. It's coming together. I'll be pretty stoked when I finished it, because, well, this is my first 4-engine heavy bomber. Boom. Literally, boom. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll just get that out of the way now. But hopefully I'll get the green on that today. And then we can go through the fun of opening it up tomorrow, or unmasking it tomorrow, which would be kind of cool. Now, that's going to be me done. I am going to track down that clear lot and get the proper part. That's going to... Lights on, no one home. You know what I'm saying? We all do it occasionally, I think, but hey. Okay, yeah, well, that's me done. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. Time for my usual spiel. G'day, yes. And I will, yeah, my usual spiel, yes, for those who are first-time watchers, time to hit that button. Follow, like, subscribe. What can I tell you? And I am on other platforms as Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Follow, like, subscribe. Now, yeah, again, that's me done. Min Pins, Kitty Guy, have a good time. Hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow, or, well, due course, whenever you're free to have a watch. And I'll be on tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. And I'll catch you then, guys. See you later.